Good afternoon, my name is Specialist Pazienza. I'm going to be doing a class on leadership and the Army profession. The information I'm about to give you guys is going to be unclassified. I also have a handout for you guys to pass around. So as we're going over the slides, you guys can read along. Our purpose is to inform you of the United States Army and leadership and the Army profession. Also, how leadership affects you in the Army. And finally, the different characteristics of the Army profession. Our objectives. I'm going to give you guys an introduction. We're going to define leadership, how leadership affects the Army and their role, define Army profession, civilians and the Army profession, characteristics of the Army profession, a conclusion, and at the end we're going to ask for questions. Introduction. The United States Army and its leadership play a big role in how the Army operates. Leadership is what holds the Army together. Some soldiers join the Army to learn how to become leaders. Influence and dedication from senior leadership help lower enlisted become leaders they are today. So that means that our higher enlisted NCOs will teach our younger enlisted on how to become leaders. We watch over them, watch how they operate, and that will make our lower enlisted more proficient at their jobs and also how to become more of a leader. The Army profession is undeniable. Senior leadership in the White House and the American people hold great trust and value in the Army to always do what we're expected of us and hold its value. Leadership. Leadership is the process of influencing people by providing purpose, direction, motivation to accomplish the mission and improving the organization. So that seems a little bit complex, but anybody can be a leader. A leader can be somebody on a football team, like a captain or even the coach. Leader is what organizes the team and how they work together. You can be put in certain positions to make the team better. So a leader is what is giving you advice to go in a certain direction. Some characteristics of a good leader are integrity, ability to delegate, communication, self-awareness, gratitude, learning ability, influence, and empathy. Every leader in the Army should always uphold the Army values, which are loyalty, duty, respect, selfless service, honor, integrity, and personal courage. Types of leaders. Anyone can be a leader. The action is what is inside you and your drive as a member of a team or organization. In the United States Army, a leadership role can start with an E4 rank, corporal. Usually, your first job is to be assigned 3 to 5 soldiers. As you increase the rank, all the way up to E9, command sergeant major, your responsibilities will change, but the core values will always stay the same, which that means NCOs are always staying by the core values and always doing the right thing when no one else is looking. A leader's role in the Army is to prepare soldiers for military operations, education, training, experience, and self-development. The most important one, I believe, is training. All soldiers need to be trained on how to operate, so they know how to operate on deployments in the field and also in everyday life. The Army profession. The Army doctrine defines Army profession as a comprised of 2 mutually supportive communities of practice: the profession of arms and the Army Civilian Corps. It identifies the essential characteristics that the Army, as a profession: trust, honorable service, military expertise, stewardship, and spirit de corps. We're going to be going over those characteristics here. Trust is the bedrock of the Army profession. Trust between civilians and soldiers are important to the effective and efficient execution of the Army's roles and responsibilities. Without trust from the American people, the Army could not do what we do now. Example, by winning wars. There's also civilian contractors that we work alongside with. Without their dedication and trust, we also couldn't be where we are today. So our contractors is what help us along our deployments. There's like infantry contractors. There's I know in my unit there's contractors that work do like phases for us, and also heavy maintenance on our helicopters that we work on. So they're also a very big help, especially when I was downrange. I learned a lot from them. So we always treat them with respect and hold great trust in them. Honorable service is a devotion to duty in the defense of the nation, consistent with the Army ethic. Army profession exists to provide for the common defense of the nation. The Army supports and defends the Constitution in a manner consistent with the American values, basic rights, and the Army ethic. Military expertise. As a profession, it is designed, generation, support, and ethical application of land power. Stewardship is the duty of the United States, all the United States leaders who are entrusted by the American people to care for the people, resources, and the Army family. Stewardship ensures the Army remains a trusted military profession, both today and tomorrow. Spirit de corps is a sense of pride and honor among the United States Army. The Army has great morale in its profession, which is why we operate as good as we are today. Without morale at my unit, we wouldn't operate as good as we do now. We work hard and we play later. This is what we do, and that's what most of units I worked with before, and everything operated smoothly. Conclusion. In the summary, leadership and the Army profession are both very important to the United States Army. Leadership is the backbone of the Army. Since 1775, the Non-Commissioned Officer Corps has distinguished itself through leadership, professionalism, commitment, courage, and dedication. Without the 5 characteristics of the Army profession, the United States Army wouldn't have the relationships we do with the American people, and not as successful as we are today. Do we have any questions? All right, sir, what do you say? You have a question on how do you become a leader? Okay. So, according to the Army, you have to attend the board and BLC, basic leadership course, and then you have to make enough points for your MOS. Before you even get there, I would start out learning as best as you can in your MOS and performing to your max capabilities and get recognized by your senior leadership. All right, that would be the end of the class. Thank you, everyone.